From beautiful northern Vancouver Island, it's John Lovelace's Wings Over Canada.
Wilderness in rural Canada is a nice place to visit, retire, and vacation. But let's face it, how can you pack up that city job to eke out a life in the bush? To answer that question, on today's show, we thought we would take one area of rural Canada and look how people live up here and still pay the bills. We have picked Vancouver Island North, which to me is about as good as it gets. Up here, there are freshwater lakes, you have the Pacific Ocean, and there are mountains right out of a postcard. There's fishing, whale watching, and great little communities. The gateway to this area is Campbell River, which is a booming city. But up the highway, just a little ways to the north, there are the little communities of Port Hardy, Port McNeill, Port Alice, and Winter Harbor, where life beats to a more relaxed tempo, and so do the jobs. Our first visit on the way north is to Telegraph Cove, where we visit Jim Borrowman. And I've decided to leave the airplane at the Port McNeill Airport, which is only 10 minutes north of the seaside village. So you've had this boat for 28 years?
28 years, yeah. Well, it was originally built by the Washdell family of Telegraph Cove. It was their lifelink, everything they did. If they wanted to tow logs into their sawmill, if they wanted to tow lumber out to all the communities around here on these islands in the Broughton Archipelago.
And now you're using it for?
We do the eco-tours, whale watching, and all the other wildlife in this incredible area.
And you make movies with this boat?
Yeah, we do everything. Oh, we've worked on it now for 10 years. We've been doing a pretty major refit every winter. We've rebuilt just about everything on the boat. We've got at least 2 more winters to go. I think all that'll be left that's original will be the name.
This is the interesting part of the story, because this boat, at some point, you might be able to come and be on this boat, right?
My wife and I aren't getting any younger. Well, she is. But our plan will be that we will take the boat and we'll have a Coast Guard certification for 8 passengers, and we'll cast our lines from the dock and we'll head off into the jungle out here, as they call it, for a week or 10-day long trips, hiking in some of the areas. At night we come back and the chocolate on the pillow, just
the chocolate on the pillow. This is a great life out here on Johnstone Strait in a boat that is almost as old as we are. And who's holding up better?
I think the boat is right now, but you're looking pretty good.
I was going to say you are. The northernmost community on the island is Port Hardy, and here the Celtic Seafoods processing plant is a key employer to the region. So fish processing is a big part of the local economy.
Yeah, with the processing, we have the jobs, we have the spin-offs, we have the local stores that see the benefit of all this.
Are you going to be adding more jobs?
Well, we're hoping to always add more jobs, but it's an older facility. It was built in 1966, so it's been a challenge to keep it up to standards, and we're working continually to keep it up. Well, the future looks good. The tourism has been exploding up here. There's been great sport fishing, kayaking, nature wilderness. It's just great here on the North Island. We've got beautiful beaches on the west coast, and I love this spot up here. It's great. Port Hardy is a great place.
So, Christy, you're obviously passionate about this.
Yes, I love fishing. I love the fishing industry, and I think that there's a future in it.
Well, people would wonder, they're sitting down in Vancouver or Toronto and say, how does somebody get passionate about working in a fish processing plant? Like, come on.
Because I love being on boats, and I can't really be on boats because I have 2 young kids at home. So this way I can be in the fishing industry and helping the fishermen have a future.
Now, what are tell me about the lifestyle. Like, do you like this?
I love it because it's always different. It's different every single day. It's great. We never know what's going to come in Tuesday. We never know what, like the Ocean Rebel, we don't know what he's going to bring in when he does bring in his catch. He'll call us up and he says, we've got 50,000 pounds of fish on. We don't know what's going to come off of that boat. And you could see lots of really neat things that come off, and we can see people being employed, and we can see a future.
So, I mean, what's your future? Where do you go from here?
Well, I'm working on my third year in business administration degree, and I hope to come back here and keep the future going.
So, lady with a plan, and I think I'll come back here in a few years and you're going to own this town. I really do, Christy.
I don't know about owning this town, but I think, we'll definitely be here and promoting fishing still. So, keeping the future going.
DVD copies of this show and all 172 episodes of the Wings Over Canada series are available, singly or in box sets at wingsovercanada.ca, or give us a call toll-free at 1-866-909-4647.